Listen as Dr. Krakow reveals how sleep quality unlocks the secret to most sleep problems.
I am very excited to talk about my own personal sleep story because that story is what inspired me to write the book, Sound Sleep, Sound Mind. And one of the funniest things about it is I've learned over the years that when I think of myself as a doctor, I know that the MD also carries a special designation, which I sometimes call the Master of Denial, because I was in denial for decades about my own sleep problems. It all started when I was 13 years old. I began napping virtually every day after school. And it never, ever occurred to me that this was a sleep quality problem. I always thought about it in terms of the number of hours that I slept. So for high school and college and in my early work experiences, I needed more sleep, sometimes 8.5, 9.5 hours a night or more. Never occurred to me why that was the case. And I always believed that I just had to get more hours of sleep, which is, as you'll read about in my book, something that most people get stuck on. They think that their sleep problems are based on the number of hours they sleep. Well, for me, this went on for 35 years. And even in medical school, I had a very difficult time because I couldn't handle the call schedule that well. I was always complaining about needing more sleep. And even through medical school, where they teach us almost nothing about sleep disorders, I never really had the chance to put it together. Finally, after suffering 2 car accidents in the early 1990s, I actually realized there's something very wrong here. And as I got into the field of sleep medicine and moved along, I realized that my sleep was broken. I realized there was something fundamentally wrong with the quality of my sleep, and that's why no matter how many hours of sleep I got, it never really fixed the problem. So it's very exciting for me in that early phase, even though it took so long, to realize that that is the secret to most people's sleep problems, recognizing there is a sleep quality problem. And for me, it turned out to be a breathing disorder in particular.